later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Minnesota Vikings. Get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, it's Taylor. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Harris has it over the middle. And they're getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They throw it out right complete. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Mahomes. And he completes it to Hunt. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Mahomes firing complete, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
16 yards.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Vikings' 20-yard line. That's the
start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
touchdown.
Kareem Hunt. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack there. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They run with Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Here is complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Finding Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
6-yard line.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Taylor,
and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
6-yard gain.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Second touchdown on the season, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call, they already had it lined up, never even got to it.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd and 20, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mahomes to throw once more. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Josh Jacobs. Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. it's Mahomes again. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The ball carrier.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Josh Jacobs.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A gain of 9 yards and a Bengal first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down by Von Bell. It's a gain of 9.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down, Bengals.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you're not clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The give to Taylor. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Over the middle complete. It's Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Time it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Brings up 3rd down.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right now.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bengals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, He actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
On first down, Taylor able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's out to the left and complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Burrow. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Bengals 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And the third down throw incomplete as well.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Turnover on down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.